I got involved with the Man and Woman of the Year campaign because I'm a 12-year acute monocytic leukemia survivor, and without blood cancer research, I wouldn't be here today.
I got involved because of my experience with my father. He was diagnosed 15 years before his passing.
So I said that I would do it, and there's a few reasons why. My wife is a survivor, so after watching her go through what she did, I kind of wanted to do something for her because of how she handled everything. She did great, and she made it better for me.
My nephew was the hero last year. He was diagnosed with B-cell non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 3, a few days before his 16th birthday.
I was diagnosed in 2003 with Hodgkin's lymphoma. At that point in time, our world, Lori, my wife, and I's pretty much turned upside down. She was 7 months pregnant with our first child, and all of a sudden I couldn't work. I had all kinds of things that life had thrown at me. So it's kind of why we've always given ever since, is because it helped us through a very tough time.
A good friend of mine lost their daughter to leukemia when she was just 6 years old. His name's Joe Fiorita, and his daughter Sarah died in 2006 from AML and ALL. I worked with Sarah's dad in the ICU at Good Samaritan Hospital, and we lived that journey with him for 2 years while Sarah was sick. She was diagnosed in 2004, and we grieved with him when she died in 2006. I'm running in honor of Sarah.
Devin Swartz, who is great friends to our family. My son Isaac and Devin are good friends. And then I also have a first cousin who is a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma 7-year survivor. So this is a cause that definitely has hit home.
I almost feel that every week of my life I hear a new person that I know who's been diagnosed with some form of cancer.
My best friend passed away of bone cancer, so it's not tied to the leukemia and lymphoma network, I guess, but to me it's all the same thing. And I just felt like Kurt deserved to be kind of brought back into the conversation.
In the past, when I've been there to help Scott and Alexis, I was able to walk away and go back to my family, and I was able to go about my day. And through this experience, through the 10 weeks of this campaign, I lived it every day. It was a way for me to feel it every day and to live it every day. And that was incredibly awareing to me personally.
It was one of those thoughts that you have of, okay, how do I politely say, I just don't have enough time. But as you meet people and everyone who's involved in the organization, and you see the videos and the children and really who this all has affected, you can't not say no.
To look into the future and know that you're making a difference, I think that's going to be the best part of the campaign.
The best part of the campaign for me was meeting all the wonderful people I met. Everyone's worked so hard at this campaign, and I have, I think I've made some of the most wonderful friends.
The ability to see other people who are so dedicated to raising money to eliminate blood cancers. It's not just the candidates, but it's the community that really came out for this.
I had a friend whose daughter was diagnosed with leukemia, and I decided to donate 20% of my sales at Winans for a week to her cause, and I just thought it was amazing how everyone came together and donated for that, and we raised quite a bit of money, and she's now in remission.
Very, very paramount to have a good team of people.
To look at things not as being my own self that has to do it all, but I can rely on people around me to really help, and when it comes to it, don't be afraid to ask.
People tend to want to donate when they know where their money goes to, and it's actually such an honor when someone donates to be able to tell them this is where your money's going and how you're going to make a difference.
So much money that was raised went back to patients and families.
78%, I believe, of every dollar, more so than any other organization that I've ever been involved with.
It's amazing at how the research that they do translates to cures for so many other diseases that are not linked to cancer.
My goal is to raise $50,000 to have a research grant named after Dr. Broxson. Dr. Broxson was my oncologist when I was diagnosed, and still is to this day. I go to the long-term follow-up clinic and see him yearly. And You know, in my mind, he's 100% the reason I'm here.
This campaign and this cause, it just really puts things in perspective and really aligns what's really important in life.
Just the gratefulness that when I wake up and she's there, she's here. Without that, I don't have my daughter. I'm raising my son on my own. And that's a lot to be thankful for.
I'm amazed by the passion of the people that are involved, by Pat and by Karen. I love the passion that these people have. I am amazed at how much good it's done.
This means more to me than most of the efforts I'm in for fundraising.
It's just been a privilege to be able to talk about Sarah every day.
What a small person I would be to think that my problems are bigger than you know, trying to find a cure for blood cancer.
You know, I was hesitant in the beginning to do it just because of the work and having, you know, families and kids and soccer. And I think once you kind of make that commitment and people around you see you make that commitment, they really kind of come out and help.
I was really scared going into it, a bit intimidated, felt insignificant, and I was just blown away even halfway through at how much people are willing to help, want to help.
2 years in a row, I sat in those seats in that grand finale and said, I'm not going to raise that kind of money. Why can I do that? And I did, and I am. And I am so excited that I get to help.
So the next time I get an opportunity to help somebody, I'm not just going to walk away.